if the system don't work, sometimes you have to find a way of making the system work. There's a beautiful story of a hedgehog. Have you ever heard about it? No. One fine day, there was a hedgehog daddy and mother. They woke up in the morning. They saw that the little one, free little one, first one was biting on the leg of the furniture. Second one was rolling in a bowl. And third one was in a hysteric mood because out of hunger, they didn't have anything to eat. So the father hedgehog went to the tulip field, thinking in his mind that the tulip will be ready so that he can, tulip is like a radius, so that the radius will be ready so he can make a good food for his children. When he went to the field, to his dismay, he saw that everything was green and was not ready at all. He was wondering, what should I do? So he went up the hill to find some food for his children. As he went up, he saw a beautiful garden full of tomatoes. He was ready to go and get some tomatoes, but there was a rabbit who was guarding the tomato field. And that tomato field belonged to that rabbit. So he asked Mr. Rabbit, can I have some of your tomatoes? Mr. Rabbit looked at him, said, no way. You go away, rascal. Why would I give you my tomato? That is mine. So then, to provoke the rabbit, the hedgehog said, well, your tomatoes, you can keep it for yourself. I have a field of nice tulips. So if it's so beautiful. I have heard that, we can run very fast. So the rabbit looked at his little hedgehog leg, and said, how can you run with such a little leg like this? But well, we can run fast when we want to run fast. And the rabbit started laughing. So it have never been heard that a rabbit has a hedgehog can run faster than a rabbit. But the hedgehog was adamant about that. He said, no, I can beat you. The rabbit was very stunned and was wondering, how is it possible? So he said, okay, let's do a race. The hedgehog said, yes, let's do a race. For what will be the race about? But if I win, you can take my, if I win, I'll take your tomato field. But if you win, you can take my tulip field also. Having that in the mind, the rabbit was laughing. I said, well, okay, fine. Let's race. But to have a condition, first I have to have breakfast. You also, it's not good to race in an empty stomach, So you go home and have your breakfast. I will go and have my breakfast. So he went home and have his breakfast, the rabbit. And Mr. Hedgehog went to his house. So when he went to his house, quickly he explained to his wife, listen, I have made a deal with Mr. Rabbit. And for sure, we will lose if I run. I can't run so much. I will have a heart attack, maybe halfway. And it is impossible. So what we do, we have a plan. You put this cape, similar how I dress. You go there, hide in the furrow, in the bushes. So I will run. I will start running. When you see the rabbit coming, just jump out of the bush and cross the final line. But be ready, because the rabbit will not accept defeat. For sure, you will have to run more. So as said, a half an hour later, they met on the line. So the hedgehog father have said to the mother, you don't say a word. Just with your shoulder, when you're ready, just, not with your head, but you're ready. The rabbit will not know. But don't speak a word. So when they reached the starting line, they put a certain distance. There were lots of bushes around. So like that, the rabbit was running, but the hedgehog said, I can't run like that on plain land. I have to run in the bushes, me. I said, fine, the distance is the same, whether you run on the plain land or whether you run on the bushes. So like that, he said, I will run. The rabbit said, okay, you run. I will go over. So he started running. So the rabbit just ran past him. So the moment the rabbit passed him, he went inside the bush and hid himself. Meanwhile, his wife was looking. The moment she saw the rabbit, she jumped out of the bushes and finished the line. So when the rabbit saw that, he was shocked. How is it possible that the hedgehog have crossed the line faster than me? So he opposed, like Mr. Rabbit was saying, Mr. Hedgehog was saying, and he said, well, you have cheated. We should do it again. So like that, they did it 30 times. Each time, the hedgehog was winning. So when the rabbit of the 13th time, he was finished, out of strength, nothing, he accepted defeat. And he asked the hedgehog, how is it possible that you won so quickly? How come? Then the rabbit said, look, for my family's sake, where there's a will, there's always a way. So like that also, you see, to have the grace of the Guru, there's always a way. But you have to be a bit clever for that. Like the hedgehog was very clever.